Good morning, YouTube. It is December 17th at 7:36 a.m., which is the day I graduate from college. As you can see, my hair is already done. I did a short video about how to style natural hair for graduation. You know, when you have got to get that cap over all of your thick, luscious, healthy, shiny, natural hair. What can you do? And as you can see, I just cornrowed the top like to where the cap kind of stops, and then I did plaits all the way down, and I just unraveled to that point. And after graduation is over, I will just continue to braid all the way up and just have a nice braid out for the rest of the day. But for now, I'm just going to keep it like this so that the cap can go on. But since my hair is done and I'm actually dressed underneath this, I have on the dress I'm wearing, I just need to lotion up, pack my purse, go meet my parents for breakfast in their hotel, and then I am ready to go. Let's do the makeup. So I don't really think I need to move my hair out of the way really, but that'll help stretch it. Hold on. All right. I've got a hair tie. Just make sure my hair is 100% out of the way, and by stretching it back into a ponytail like this, so you can see in the ponytail, it helps to stretch my hair even further. So I just like to loop it around once. It's actually kind of a cute hairstyle, and I think I did not unbraid a braid because I felt something in here. I'll figure that out later. All right, so let's move on to the makeup. I already know exactly what I'm going to be wearing, what I'm going to be doing, so this should go by a lot faster than the other tutorial I made the other day. It's been a while. So for primer, I'm going to be using this Milani Prime Shield Face Primer, mattifying and pore minimizing, oil-free. This works really, really good. I really, really like it. So I'm just going to be smoothing this over my entire face. And I apply it straight to the face just like that. I think this primer is like $9.99. And it just really smooths in the skin and like fills any pores and fine lines. Like it feels so velvety. I love the way it feels. The texture at first used to like kind of freak me out a little bit, but it works wonderful. And you can see it kind of already mattifying my giant forehead. Oh, it feels so good on my face. Okay. For foundation, I'll be going in with, I'm primed. I'll be going in with the Urban Decay All Nighter. My mom really likes the way that this foundation looks on me, and I love the way that this photographs. And I just really like the shade of it as well. Like I just feel like it enhances my natural skin tone. So we're going to go in with this foundation. I have the shade 12.0, which is the deepest shade. And it has an airless pump and just beautiful packaging. And this retails for $40. And I'm going to apply this using my beauty blender. And I usually only need 2 pumps. So we're going to go with 1 full pump on, oops, I knew that was going to happen. On this side. Oh no, I'm already messing up. We're going to go with a little bit more because I got some of it on the bottle. I didn't mean to do that. And then I just take my finger and I kind of dot around my face and other places. Just to kind of spread it out a little bit before we beauty blend the product in. And that should be enough to cover half my face. Usually 2 pumps does my whole face. I feel like I've said that 1,000 times. Probably because I'm really excited. So I have my dampened beauty blender right here. And I'm just going to go in and just press this foundation into my skin. And wow, on camera it looks so like not even orange. It looks yellowish green. In real life it matches my skin tone perfectly, I promise. Like it's so weird how the lighting affects how it appears in the computer screen. But it is a full coverage long wear Let me read the side of it. It is. Oh, I forgot to shake it up. That's okay. Let me get some of this off the container. It is a. Why is that not in English? Full coverage. I don't, man, why is that? I just never noticed that was not in English. It's supposed to be a full coverage, long wearing, matte, waterproof foundation. So basically, it ain't going nowhere. And oh, there we go. The color's starting to not be so weird on camera, but I'm telling you, it matches my skin perfectly. And just look at how smooth that finish is, and the coverage is amazing. So that's one half done. One pump does one half of the face. You could probably get away with one pump for your whole face if you don't have as much to cover like I do have. You know, that's my birthmark, and then all these acne scars I still have, but they are fading thanks to the skincare I've been using. I've been using some great products, and so I just kind of use my finger to dab it all over. That's the first step. Disperse it. And this foundation does oxidize a little bit, which is another reason that I really like it. So now I have it dotted all over. And you can see it's really fast to apply because I'm basically doing my foundation in under 10 minutes. Primed and foundation. And like I know exactly what I'm doing with my face, so like I said, this video's gonna go quite quickly, I think. And I'm keeping it rather simple for graduation. I'm just in the mood for a more simple sort of beauty. And I love the look I did last night for the party. And you're gonna be like, that's all you're gonna do? And I'm gonna be like, yep, that's all I'm gonna do. Alright, so I'm just beauty blending it in. Also, you can see that I'm making sure to go over my ears, over my hairline a little bit, under the chin and down the neck, just a smidgen. I am wearing a turtleneck dress, which is why I have my little bib on right here, which is a makeup eraser, just to make sure that my face is protected. Alright, so that's foundation on. And you can see it's kind of setting a little bit. It's not as crazy looking, but the light is very yellow, which makes the foundation look a strange kind of color. But honestly, it matches my skin so perfect. And I just love the coverage of this. And it is long wearing. And it stays matte, controls my oil. And the primer with it, it's just really, really nice. So now it's time to set this. And I really need to get some more powders. I hate when you have to scrape around the edges of your powder to get it out. I really do hate that. So we're going to use a little bit of Coty Airspun just to make sure this stays all day. This is Coty Airspun translucent powder. I think I paid $6.99 or $5.99 for it, so it's in the $5 to like $8 price range. It's drugstore, and I like to open it on the floor because it is a loose powder that is kind of a like peachish shade, even though it's translucent. I'll show you on my beauty blender, and it's just very messy. I'm just gonna press this in on the sides of my nose and under my eye a little bit, but not going all the way up under my eye in this area. And this is just gonna really smooth out and fill in the pores in that area. It's also gonna do a little bit of brightening. I also like to apply to my forehead because I do have oily skin, and this really just locks your makeup in all day. And I also like to set the bridge of my nose. This kind of will highlight very subtly, but I mostly do it to ensure that no oils break through and that the makeup does not break down. Even though this foundation would, this is kind of like an extra step. I don't really have to do this with this foundation, but because it is graduation, your girl ain't taking no chances. And I also like to do my eyelids as well, because eyelids crease. I mean, they're eyelids. and they have a fold. And I kind of go into my eyebrow a little bit as well. Now, as you can see, I'm pressing it into the skin because I don't want it to look too white anywhere except under my eyes right now. So I'm really working it into the skin with the Beauty Blender. We are pressing this powder into the skin because your girl is brown and I want to stay looking brown. And I also like to use the end that I use to blend out the foundation to really blend it into the skin. And for precautionary measures, since I'm wearing a turtleneck, you can see how that kind of like brightened up the face a little bit and it kind of made it look a little ashy. For precautionary measures, I'm going to take some on the butt part, the bottom part, and I'm just going to go under here and put translucent, not translucent, but translucent powder on the under part of my chin just to make sure that doesn't transfer. Even though this foundation doesn't really transfer at all. Like, this foundation is bizarre, okay? And I'm so glad I bought it. I watched so many mixed reviews, but I love it. So I'm just setting this area as well. Okay. So now that we have that, we got a little bit of highlighting going on. I need to add some more brown back to my skin after using that Coty Airspun Translucent Extra Coverage Powder that was like this. Like I said, $5 to $8 at your local drugstore. The next powder I'm going to take, which I love to set my face with, is the Black Radiance Soft Focus Finishing Powder. And this, I believe, is $5.99 or $6.99. It's one of those two. And I love this, the way it makes my skin look. It's kind of comparable to the Sephora Micro Smooth face powder, finishing powder, and this is kind of the same thing. So this is a soft focus finishing powder. I'm going to take this nice big fluffy brush to swirl into this very large pan. As you can see, I've hit pan on it to pick up this product, and I'm going to go kind of around what I've already done, around the perimeters, and then we're going to go over top. So I kind of like to go around, and then I go right over wherever we place the Coty Airspun as well. My birthmark is still peeking through just a little bit, and that's fine with me. I don't know if y'all can see it. And I normally don't use this brush to set my face, but today I'm feeling like I don't need to go as heavy with my face powder like I normally do, because the foundation works really well, the primer works really well, and the Coty Airspun, I did that extra step, so that's why I'm using a more fluffy brush to do this. Usually I use a flat top brush so I can really pack the powder onto my skin, but like I'm saying, I don't think that's necessary today. Oh, and this is in the shade Milk Chocolate Finish, which is the darkest of their three shades that this particular powder comes in. It comes like in a lighter, a medium, and then a deeper one. So this is the deepest one. And it works pretty well with multiple skin tones because it's not super duper pigmented, as you can see, but it does. Just, you know, just adds that chocolate back in. I'm sorry, my nose is running up, so I keep sniffling. Every time I do my makeup. And I forgot to take my allergy medicine last night because I was at a party. All right. I'm just looking at the computer monitor to do this step. Just kind of making sure I get all the excess off. And now my face foundation, face powder is done. Now we can move on to highlighting, illuminating, and contouring the face. As you can see, this is a great color match for me, and once I add this powder on top, it just looks so good. Alright, moving on. I normally highlight after I set my face and my foundation. I didn't think of what highlight I wanted to use today. That's one thing I didn't think about. I know I want it to be golden. I know. Alright, we're going to be using the Black Radiance Contour Palette for medium to dark skin. It comes into a light to medium and a medium to dark, so I have a medium to dark because that's me, dark, me. Dark and lovely. Love it. And we're going to be using the highlight from this palette. It's just a nice golden highlight. And it's just really popping. And I think that's what I want today. So you're going to see me do something a little bit different. I tried this out last night and I really liked the way it looked. So we're going to focus right here on the highest points of the cheek. And I'm using an e.l.f. small stipple brush to apply this. It's my favorite thing to highlight with. Just look at that. Yes, this is the highlight I want today. I deserve to shine bright like a diamond. Yes, and this foundation is so matte. Like, you see how matte my face is? This will like help add a little bit of life back. And I take it all the way up on the cheekbone, all the way down, all the way up to the hairline. All right, so that side is done. Now for this side. You guys, I have so much packing to do because I have to move 3.5 hours away. Well, 3 hours away from here, 3.5 from my job at Acting Out Studio in Charlotte, North Carolina. So I'm moving basically 3.5 hours away from Charlotte to down in Jasper County, South Carolina. I'm super excited. So I got a full-time teaching position. So I'm just thrilled and honored to like have found a job so soon, and I just felt like I needed to be there when I went on my interview and they took me in the classroom. When I got to the school, I was just like, yes, yes, yes to this highlight as well. As you can see, it is popping. With the same exact brush, I'm going to also go down the bridge of my nose and kind of back and forth like so. That just helps to blend over the highest point of my nose. Sometimes I like to take a smaller brush and really concentrate it, but I'm just going to use this brush today because I'm going for a little bit more of a softer look, like I said, not as intense. And I also like to do my brow bone, but I'm not going to go too far above the brow this time. I usually take it up way above the brow, but I'm just going to go kind of right in the brow and just a tiny bit above. Like so. You see that nice effect that we're getting right there? I love that. And I'm going very heavy on the brow highlight. You see it's a little bit above the brow as well. Just need to blend it out a little bit. I'm so excited. My best friend will be at my graduation. Her husband's coming. We're going out to eat after at like my favorite restaurant in the area. I'm just so happy for this day. Just so blessed and thankful and grateful to God that I did not give up. That even though it took me an extra 1.5 years to get this bachelor's degree, that I did it, and he helped me through it. Because, you know, your girl was considering some other life options that would not have been pleasing in the sight of the Lord. I was just like, I'm so done with this college. There were some days I was like, I'm just gonna quit school and go do such and such and come down that pole. And I was like, no, I can't. I can't. I must finish my degree, and I need to make good life decisions that I know, that I feel comfortable with, and that I know God will feel comfortable with, and that my parents will feel comfortable with. Because I care about, those are pretty much the only 3 people that I care about pleasing and making happy. God, Mom, Dad. And usually if I make God, well, always, if I make God, Mom, and my dad happy, everybody else is going to be happy for me too. And I know that I'm doing the right thing and being a productive member of society and setting a positive example for other people to be productive members of society. All right, end rant. I also like to highlight my Cupid's bow, and I'm just using the same brush. Just kind of swirling around in that area. Like so. So it's only 7:55. The doors open for graduation at 9:15 for graduates to go in. So I'm like way ahead of schedule, but that's how I want it to be. So I can not be stressed at all. And so I can go have breakfast with my family and I can just be ready, you know, and just take selfies and take some pictures and just not be stressed at all. The only thing I'm stressed about is after graduation when we have to come take some of the stuff out of my apartment and I need to move. But, you know, I'm not going to think about that right now. Okay, so now on to contouring. What I'm going to use to contour is the same Black Radiance contour palette. So I just dropped. And I'm going to use the contour shade over here, which I've hit pan on. Love this. And I'm not going to use that brush. I'm going to show you guys a brush that I've actually really been loving to contour with that kind of doesn't make sense to contour with, but it just works really well for me. And that is this round domed brush. And what I like to do is on the edge of it, like, hope, yeah, there you guys can see. I take the contour shade on the very edge of it. So it's loaded on one part of the brush. And you see how sharp that is? Like, it just works so good. And then all the rest of the bristles, if I turn it more this way, it just blends it out. But you see, cheekbones to kill, like, oh, it works so good. I'm glad I like tried it out because I love the way it looks. And it just like really cuts the cheekbone when I do it that way, when I use this technique. So now for the other side, which hopefully comes out as good. Don't you hate it when you do your makeup on one half of your face and then the other half is just like, not today? Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. So now that I have like the chisel part done, like the actual like chiseling it out, now it's time to blend it out a little bit. And what I like to do is instead of using the edge of the brush now, first of all, make sure all the product is off of the edge of the brush by going in some other places that I will sometimes add a little bit of contour powder. Not really going to do too much to my forehead. I kind of feel like my forehead is patchy. I don't think y'all can see it. But in real life, I feel like there's foundation missing from like the very center of my forehead. And that's, oh yeah, you can kind of see it now. You see how there's like this little patch. I might, when this happens to me, you just kind of have to fix it. Well, for me, I need to fix it. So I'm going to add a dollop of foundation right there in the center of my forehead over top of what I've already done, which is just powder it. And I'm just going to blend that out right in this area where I feel like there's literally foundation missing. And then I'm just going to go over it with a little bit of Coty. They see that looks so much better already. Then I'm going to go over it with a little bit of Coty Airspun and then the Black Radiance Soft Focus Finishing Powder. And that'll fix that right up. Also, when you do things like that, you can use it to clean up other areas and blend out other areas. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that down here where we just contoured. I actually really like the way the contour came out. I think it looks really nice. It just needs to be blended some. Honestly, I really don't want to put any Coty Airspun on it. I'm just going to take the Black Radiance. I'm going to take the Beauty Blender into the powder like this. Yes, you can use your Beauty Blender for powder. I'm going to go right over the top of this little section. It just looked like there was like no product there compared to everywhere else on my forehead. And now we fixed the problem. And just for some extra security, I'm going to take the brush that I just contoured with, going into the same powder. And now that it has a little bit of contour powder, it'll be a little bit deeper. I'm just going to press over it as well again. We're going to press over this little section some more just to make sure that it's there. All right, so now I don't feel patchy anymore. And sometimes that just happens to me. Like, I don't know, my forehead, it's a weird entity and it's very large. Yeah, I just called my forehead an entity. I think that's kind of funny. Okay, back to contouring. So after I have chiseled out the cheekbone, as you can see, and that really makes the highlight pop, I like to take the brush like flat into the powder, like the very tip of it, like so. And I kind of press it in there. blow away any fallout. Tap the brush to get any excess contour powder off because we don't want to mess up our face. And I will just take and pat in some other places that I like to contour. So like around the very perimeter of my face, I'll pat a little bit of contour powder, like so, just a little bit. I'll go down the sides of my nose to add a little bit of contour powder there. And then I go right over the edge of the contour and the edge of the highlight to blend that out a little bit. Just to kind of like blend out the edges of it, like so. And then if I feel like I need more of one or the other, I usually will take the brush that I used to highlight with without adding any additional product and kind of do the same thing and just go over the area where they both meet. I've been doing a lot of just highlight and contour, no blush, because I just feel like it just looks fiercer. But it also looks a little strange because there is sort of a gap and a distinction, but it's kind of up to you what you like and prefer on your skin and how you like your makeup to look. And if I still feel like it's a little harsh, I'll take my face powder, my all over face powder, which is the soft focus finishing, and I'll just take a little bit of that onto that fluffy brush. And this is a NYX number 3 brush, nice big fluffy brush. I think it was like $15 or $20. And I'll just go over it lightly with my all over face powder to tone down the contour a little bit and just to blend it a little bit better. See, that just like toned it down just enough, but it's still popping because we want our contour to be on fleek today. All right, you can just kind of go over your whole face if you want to. So that concludes my face part of my routine. I'm not going to do any blush. I don't want to wear blush. I did wear blush last night, but I don't want to wear blush today. I also like to just go over my face with my beauty blender periodically throughout doing my makeup. Just makes me feel better, more secure. All right, moving on to brows. For my brows, I keep it very, very simple. I just like to use pencil. That's just the way I roll. I don't conceal and do all that stuff. I feel like it's a little unnecessary for me, but if that's what you like to do, then you do you. And I've been loving the Wet n Wild Mega Last retractable eyeliner in Noir Black. And I also have been mixing this with the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in Espresso. And that's what I use to do my brows. And most of the time my brows are unsymmetrical, which is okay. Because my face really isn't symmetrical if you really look at it up close in real life. I like to outline them. I outline them so the middle is kind of empty, but they're really thin, so it almost touches. Outline. So quiet. My heater's going in the background, but that's it. Outline, and then I like to go ahead and draw in the tail sometimes. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. I like to use the black for this, the Wet n Wild pencil. And the thing I love most about this pencil is that it's kind of waxy, so it doesn't move. And it's just really easy to like draw on your brows with, which I need. Like, I feel like this is very fast. I'm just following the hair that's there. You know, follow the yellow brick road, follow the hair that's there. And then I kind of do fill it in a little bit, but not towards the front. I keep it towards the middle part, to the arch and the tail with the black. And then I'll go in and fix it some more later. And then I like to use the NYX Macro Brow and Espresso to do the front portion so that it kind of fades out a little bit. As you can see, it's still empty there. And this one's a little bit lighter and it just gives more of a gradient effect. I also kind of use it to sharpen up my brows because this tip is way smaller and more fine than the other pencil. And the other great thing about the NYX Macro Brow pencil is that it has a spoolie on it. So I also like to use this spoolie to blend all the products together and blend with my eyebrow hairs like so. And the spoolie is also good for adding that gradient effect to the beginning of your brow. And kind of blending it out just a little bit. All right. And that is how I do my brows every day. They're not perfectly the same, but I really like the way that they look. So I use those two things, and then I don't do any concealer or anything. Because it is graduation and my brows are a little bit on the fairer side today, I feel like they're not as dark as sometimes they normally are. I'll take an older mascara that's usually waterproof. This is an e.l.f. waterproof lengthening and voluminizing mascara that's really old. And I will use it like a brow gel to set my brow hairs in place. And it adds just a little bit more color. You see how that just darkened it up a little bit? Made my brow a little bit more black and bold. Like me! So I'll just take that older mascara and just use it like a brow gel. And it just adds that nice finishing touch to the brow. It helps keep all the hairs in place because my eyebrow hairs, they're not a lot of them, but the ones that are there, they are kind of like all over the place, have their own mind, especially on this eyebrow. But I think we're good. This eyebrow, not too many issues. The other one has a mind of its own. All right. So now we're done with the face part, and the last two things are eyes and lips for me. I consider like brows a part of the face. So honestly, you can just throw on mascara and lip gloss and go, like if you want to do a more simple, natural look. But we're going to move on to eyeshadow, and like I said, I'm doing something super easy and simple and using something very affordable. Actually, most of my things have been drugstore except the foundation, if you've noticed. Sometimes you have to splurge to get really good skin stuff. So for my eyes, I'm going to be using this palette from the beauty supply store to do my eyes today. And this is the Absolute palette makeup set in the shade Gypsy from Nika K New York, I think owns it. Yeah, distributed by Nika K New York. That's what it says on the back. I love this palette. I've had it for I don't even know how many years now, but I just love it. It's amazing. So what we're going to be doing today is taking this shade that I've hit pan on right here, which is a nice brownish gold color that's very close to my skin tone, and I'm using this Coastal Scents brush to apply that all over the lid. Literally put it all over the lid. Like, there's going to be no crease color or anything like that with this look. Like, we are keeping it super simple today. And I just love the way it looked last night, so I'm doing it again for graduation. And this is actually a crease blending brush, but I'm using it just to apply it to my lid and in the crease and to blend. You can do it all. Hopefully you can see that it's almost the exact same shade as my skin tone, but it's just shimmery. Has a little bit of shimmer to it. Alright, once you have that all over your lid and in your crease and blended to your liking, take the same brush and apply it to your lower lash line. Same shadow, same brush, just applying it to the lower lash line area. And I'm making sure to connect it on the outer edge. So that's one eye done. Do you see the difference? There's like a slight difference because it's so close to my skin tone. Alright, so now time for me to do the other eye. Like, this look is so beginner friendly. I'm just going to add a couple more things that I didn't do last night to this look for today. But overall, it's super easy. So the face and the skin is really matte, but my eyes are super glittery. The highlight is very, sparkly. Brow bone is popping. So like, that's kind of how I balance everything out. I love a super matte face, and then I'll use shimmer basically everywhere else. And I feel like that just looks best on me. Especially since I have oily skin. I have to take those precautionary measures. Can't really do glowy skin and all that unless it's like this kind of glow. I got you with that glow. I actually really like my hair in this ponytail with these like braids. I think it looks really cute. I think I might do this style more often. Alright, so doing the same thing. You might get eyeshadow in your eye. You might want to use a smaller brush. I'm so used to getting eyeshadow in my eye that I just kind of blink through it. I'm so like stuffy and congested right now because I forgot to take my allergy medicine. Alright, so that's what the eyes look like. Next, we're going to take this Sephora shadow in Hollywood's Calling. As you see, it's super glittery. I'm going to take a more flat brush. I'm going to apply this to the center of my lid. I'm actually just going to use this brush. I normally use this to highlight my nose, down the bridge of my nose, but I'm going to use it on my eyelid. Taking this shadow and applying it to the center of my eyelids. And it may not show up because this is very subtle as well, but it just has more glitter in it. Actually, let's just apply this all over the lid. It just has gold glitter in it. So I'm applying this to my lid area, laying it on top. Oh, there we go. So if I sweep it, I get more color payoff. There we go. You see how that just added a little bit of pop? It's like more golden brown. And it has lots of gold glitter in it. I love this shade. I'm just applying that to my lid area. Yes, I also want a little bit of this on my bottom lash line, so I'm using the same brush. And I'm applying just a little bit to the center part of my bottom lash line. There we go. I definitely got some eyeshadow on my eye. All right, we're almost done with the shadow. I'm going to take a small brush, going back into that, well, let me just blend the crease a little bit. There we go. Going back into the Absolute Color palette, I'm going to take, wait, which gold did I use last night? I'm going to take this gold right here and put that in my inner tear duct and see how that looks. Yes, that is it. And then I'm also going to go over it with my highlight shade so that it matches my highlight, but this will help to really intensify it. And if you have anything in your inner corners, take it out before you do this because you don't want to get mixed in with your makeup. And then, oh no, when I start to tear up, it like breaks up my makeup. I hate that. And there's just like a little section that doesn't have any powder on it. So I'm going to take this small little brush that I've been using to do my inner corners, take my face powder, and I'm just going to powder that little area that kind of got wiped away by some tears already. There we go. Just fix the problem just like that. Applying that face powder right in there. And you can't really notice it, but I like to just fix my mistakes. And then I'm just going to wipe the brush off and go back to doing my inner corner. Like so. So now I'm done with that palette. I'm going back into the contour palette where the highlight is. I'm going to take that highlight shade and also apply that to my inner corners using the same brush. Just so that my inner corners really, really pop. They're super golden today. Wow, that's like super intense inner corners. It's almost like liquid gold. It almost looks like I'm crying gold. I'm going to take a little bit of this down the bridge of my nose. Just to highlight it a little bit more intensely. Like add a little bit of that to the bridge of my nose. And then I'm using this brush to kind of like go in there and like tone that down. Like, wow, my inner corners are like coming for your soul. Taking that face powder again, the Black Radiant Soft Focus Finishing Powder on this really small brush. And I'm tapping over part of the inner corner highlight just to like tone it down and prevent it from going as low as it has gone on both my eyes. There we go. So just taming it down with face powder a little bit. Just need to bring it in. Bring it on home. And to seal it in, I'm going to take my Beauty Blender and kind of go in there. I'm going to use the tip. Alright, that's it for eyeshadow. Now we're just going to do, I bought lashes to wear to graduation today, but I suck at putting lashes on. So I am going to put them on though because I bought them for today. I wore them for my photo shoot, my graduation pictures. So we're going to use waterproof mascara, but I'm going to do my mascara after I put the lashes on. I think that'll make it a little bit easier for me. I'm just going to kind of wipe off anything that's on my lashes using my fingers. We're going to do a very thin liner. And that's going to be it for the eyes. I want the eyes to be super duper simple, as you can see. Let me get the lashes. Alright, so the lashes I'm wearing are the Ardell Soft Touch lashes. This is the packaging that it came in. Well, part of it, of course, the part where the lashes were. So like that. Like I said, I've already worn them once, so here they are. I'm just going to peel off a little bit of the glue that's on here. I know that's not really the best thing to do, but such is life. I'm going to go ahead and do my liner. I'm going to do a very, very thin line. Across 2/3 of my eye. Very, very thin. No wing. I don't want wings. Or the tiniest, tiniest of tiny baby wings. Like, y'all can barely even see it. Like I said, super thin. Black line across 2/3 of my lid. I don't like to go all the way in because I feel like it makes my eyes look smaller. And I'm kind of wisping it out just a little bit. My liner. Wisping it out. Which almost looks like a wing, but it's not a wing. I just wisped it out. As you can see, it's actually symmetrical. I'm just placing more black liner, making sure that it gets all the way down into my lashes. And that's it for liner. If I make any mistakes, you might need to add a little bit more, but that's it for liner. Like I said, I'm keeping the look very simple. So I have my lashes here. Let me get the little brush I used to help me get them on last time. No, that's not it. I think it's this one. Yes, it's this little brush. I feel like that adds a little bit to my eyes without doing too much because your girl ain't doing too much today. I really like my hair like this, by the way. Anyways, moving on. Glue. I'm using waterproof lash grip eyelash adhesive. It looks like this. I've had it for a long periodically time. And I'm just going to add this glue to the lashes. And we're going to let it get a little tacky. I really like to focus it on the edges of the lashes. So the inner and the outer corner, because that's where I need the lashes to stick the most. And for me, my inner corners are where the lashes don't like to stick. I feel like that's kind of common for a lot of people. That inner corner doesn't want to stick down on to the base of your lash hairs. I'm trying really hard with this glue, but this glue is trying me already. Okay, so we have glue on one lash. I'm like, I have to concentrate for this. Like, y'all don't even know how much I suck at lashes, which is why you never see me wear them, but I try wearing them for special occasions. My sister wears them every day. That's probably why she's so good at doing this. I'm actually the one who taught her how to put them on, but I can't even put them on myself. I'm better at putting them on other people, honestly. And this glue, I think I need to get more glue. This glue is like, it's just not doing it for me right now. It's like being really weird. Okay. It's 8:25. I'm still way ahead of schedule. And I love this eyeliner. I didn't tell you what kind of eyeliner it is. This is the NYX Matte liquid liner. This stuff is amazing and I love it. And this is in the shade black, of course. I love this liner. It is a brush applicator, so it's a brush with bristles. And for me, that works really, really well. So I love this stuff. Love it, love it, love it. All right, so I think the lashes have had a little bit of time to kind of get tacky. Let's do the right eye first. Sorry I can't get you guys up and close and personal for this part. I really do suck at this. Oh, goodness. There we go. Oh. Okay. Okay. This one's like got too much glue on it in one little section, but hopefully I can just cover that up with some mascara. I'm not sure though, the way it's looking right now. I got them on though. Okay, let's do the other eye. I'm gonna come back to the side and see if I can work things out with it, if it will cooperate with me. So yeah, the glue is definitely tacky. So now for the other eye. Okay, that eye was a lot easier. I think it's because I looked down first or something, but that eye went a lot smoother. All right, there's a little bit too much glue on this side. There we go, got rid of it with my little brush. This little brush is very helpful. Oh, this one isn't sticking, I don't think, to anything. Okay, there we go. I think it's stuck now. Okay, that went way better this time than it did last time. Am I crying? I am a little bit. So, while I let these lashes dry a little bit, the glue dry a little bit, before I go in with some mascara on them, I'm just going to touch up my inner corners because I did tear up during this process. And I need to figure out what lipstick I'm going to wear. That's the only thing I hadn't thought about, really. I think I'm going to wear a garnet reddish lipstick, but I might have to kind of create that. Hold on. Where's the color? Where's the brush I used for my inner corner? How did it just disappear? Yep, I accidentally put it over here. So going into my highlight shade, I'm going to touch up my inner corners from the contour palette. As you can see, the foundation, everything's kind of meshed together now. And it's looking quite nice. Like the color and everything. I'm not looking too light. I'm not looking too dark. My face has highlight and contour to it without me using a highlighting concealer and all that stuff. Like, I take shortcuts. And I feel like I get a very similar look without doing all the steps that some other people do. I'm going to drag this out a little bit. Okay. Sorry guys with these allergies and me sniffling. Okay. So now these lashes are on. They're very secure. I can tell because like I can feel them, the glue like locking them in. We're gonna go on with mascara. I'm gonna start with my lower lashes and then I'm gonna apply to the top lashes to blend everything together. This is the last time I'll be wearing this pair of lashes. The second and the last. So, the mascara I'm using is the Falsies Push-Up Drama Waterproof from Maybelline. And I really like this mascara. And the waterproof version really is waterproof. Like, it's so hard to get off. Like, it lasts. And it works so well. And the brush is really great for thin lashes, sparse lashes, lengthening, volumizing. It just works. This brush is perfect. I feel like for all lash needs and types out there. I really like this mascara. Like I said, it is very hard to get off. I have to use oil on my eyes to get it all the way off. But you see these lower lashes are starting to pop, and I'm just slowly building them up. Carefully. And it's 8:33, so I'm like really making excellent time because I'm dressed already. My hair is essentially done. Alright, so now I'm blending my lashes with the false lashes very carefully. Of course, I don't think this one is attached all the way. Oh, it is. There's just like a chunk of something on it. I'm just going to cover that up with some liquid liner. You can't really tell, but I can up close. That there's like something on it. So we're just going to disguise that something. This is also another trick. You can take your liquid liner and like rub it against the lashes to darken them up. I'm like already crying from doing my makeup. Not even about graduation. I might cry, honestly. I'm gonna try not to though, because I don't want to mess up my makeup. My left eye is being very good and much easier and more cooperative than my right eye. Thank you, left eye. Rest in peace, left eye. Alright, I'm gonna do the same trick with using the liner to... Ooh, I just got liner in my eyeball. Liquid liner, that's very black. Some that just got on my lower lash line too. Something always happens to me when I'm doing my makeup, like to go somewhere on an important day. Okay, I kind of just blended that away. I think we're good with that makeup mishap. Yeah, that'll be fine. So I'm carefully trying to disguise anything else that's going on with my lashes by using more liner. Which means I'm thickening it up just a little bit. Oh, there's a little bit of glue that's connected to the outer corner of my eye. Okay, I think I fixed it. Okay. What the? You guys, what on earth? Let's try to scratch it away. How did that even get down there? Okay, just applying more mascara. Just making sure everything's jamming. Okay. I am done with the eyes. They actually look really pretty. The lashes look really pretty in person. You can't really see them, but they're like very wispy. They really elongate my eyes, which is what I want. I love that look. The elongated eye look. Which makes your eyes look narrower, more almond shape. Which I like that look. Okay, yeah. I'm done. I need to fix the fact that I got liquid liner mascara something on my cheek. Like, what? Not today, Satan. So, to fix that, I'm doing the same thing like I did to my forehead that was patchy. Except this time I'm taking a little tiny bit of foundation on my finger. Seems like I'm getting more congested throughout the video. And you see it's really potent, this foundation. Let me see if there's anywhere else that needs a tiny bit more coverage. Okay, so I just tapped it some over here. I'm just gonna take that beauty blender. I'm just gonna pounce it in. That little mistake. We're gonna cover her right up. And then, of course, going with a little bit of my powder, soft focus finishing powder. And my skin does not look powdery at all. Like, this powder is so amazing. This foundation is amazing. This combination on my face is just like fire. Fire. Is bomb. Okay. I think we're good. My nose is sweating. Okay. All we have now is the lips. Guys, this video is just as long as the other one. I tried to make it shorter, but things kept happening. Yeah, I suck at applying lashes. That's all I have to say. I did my best, though. Lips. Now I can take this off and show you guys the dress, which is now wet right here, but it's okay. I'll blow dry it a little bit. Okay. So this is the dress. It's just like a Fashion Nova. Oh, my bra straps. A Fashion Nova kind of bodyconish dress. You see it's fitted. Oh, I can't really see. Turn this way. Don't judge my apartment. I'm moving. So yeah, this is what the dress looks like. It's wet right here too. You know, something a little grown. Got the shoulders out because you know it's cold. It's December 17th. But yeah, that's the dress I'm wearing. I'm actually just gonna leave this bathrobe off now. And I'll blow dry the wet spots. But yeah, that's the dress. So I want my lipstick to kind of match, but I'm also wearing a red stole. So we're gonna make like a garnet reddish color. Or actually this one looks good. This is the NYX Liquid Suede in Cherry Skies. Let me see how I like this one. I just know that I can't rub my lips together with this. Yes, this is what I want. I should have lined my lips first, but oh well. This applicator really works well for making precise lines, so. Except for the fact that my lip is shaking. Uh, there we go. So this completes the look. Again, this is a NYX liquid suede lipstick in the shade Cherry Skies, and it matches my dress perfect. So I'm so glad I saw this and picked it out. And it makes my teeth look really, really white. So this concludes the makeup tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Let me know what you think about it. Oh, let me show you with the hair, which looks so strange since the top is still braided. My home girl right here. Try not to get the tassel in your lipstick or in your eye ball. So I need to separate my hair a little bit, but essentially this is my graduation look. I don't think I want to do any jewelry. What do y'all think? I love this big like wet spot that's down here on my, you know, it's pretty funny. But yeah, this is my graduation look. Let me know what you guys think, and thank you so much for your support. I'm just super excited this day has finally come. Should I put on earrings? Y'all, I'm just like, I don't think I want jewelry. Let's see with one ear. I don't think I want any jewelry. I think this is it. Well, if I do jewelry, I might do these. These are really nice. Oh, those are kind of nice. What do you guys think? That, I don't want it to, I thought that's just too much. Maybe black earrings, since I'm gonna have on black shoes. I don't think I want any jewelry though, especially since my ears are covered anyway by my hair. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. This is my look. I have gold nails to kind of go with it. My hands are really ashy. I haven't put on lotion yet. Sorry about my nose. But yeah, this is the look. Just a little bit of a close-up. Really simple. Really just, you know, something cute. Okay, I'm gonna go now. It's 8:46, so I'm about to head over to my parents' hotel, which is right across the street, like 30 seconds away. All right, thank you again for watching. I appreciate your support, and thank you for all the congratulations and all that. There's so many pictures on my Instagram at @OhSoBerrySaxy. See y'all later. Love you. Stay blessed. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever you may celebrate. And with that, I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye, YouTube.